Pigeons 420. Mr. Grow It. And Rob from Cannabis Lifestyle TV. From the Stash Podcast.
From the Stash Podcast. It's your boy Rob from Cannabis Lifestyle TV, Chris, a.k.a. Mr. Grow It, and Pigeons 420. Welcome back, fellas.
What's up, guys? Hey, happy holidays, guys. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Can you believe
indeed,
it's holiday
man.
season 2020, man?
Doesn't
What
feel
the hell
like
happened
it.
to this year? Like, where did it go?
I spent it locked up in my house. That's where it went.
It's a purgatory. It's weird, man. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't feel like the holiday season. Even Halloween was weird. And now going into, Thanksgiving for some people and into the holidays of whether it be Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, or Christmas, for most people that probably are watching this are getting excited for that time. It just still feels fucking weird, man. It feels odd.
Oh, I'm excited. See, I got a 9-year-old kid, man. So it's like being a dad brings the child out of me again. I've already got my Christmas lights up, and I mean, like, decked out. I've got upwards of $1,000 worth of Christmas lights. It's not very much, but $1,000 worth of Christmas lights get you a fair distance. I'm sure I could circle my block with my Christmas lights.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm excited. We got snow here already, so
Yeah, dude, I just got mad snow here today. I wish my lady was more into Christmas. She doesn't want to put anything up until the snow hits. She's like, let's not embrace winter until it is winter. I'm like, all right, well, we're embracing it now. And now that it's here, it's time to consider gifts for the loved ones, your friends, your peers, or your family. Now, your family may not be all stoners. My family, for the most part, is, weirdly enough. Everybody over 18 is definitely a consumer or a grower. Weirdly enough, now to think about it. So what the hell to get these people, man?
Chris, what about you? You got a family of tokers?
Yeah, do people smoke?
Not at all. No,
What?
Nobody. No, my girlfriend doesn't smoke. I mean, she used to. She does. She did occasionally. She would if she really wanted to. But no, girlfriend doesn't. I got a roommate that smokes. Actually, no, he's taking a tolerance break, so he doesn't even smoke.
So you just
and
smoke
none of my
alone,
family
huh?
smokes. All my family's actually back east in Boston area.
Black sheep.
So, my gifts are probably going to be the worst gifts out of all you guys.
Yeah,
But,
dude. Well, the fact
we'll
that
see.
nobody smokes, like, fuck.
I'll do buying gifts myself.
Yeah. That's not
There
a
you
bad
go.
thing.
Yep, more for me.
Yeah, I mean, the tolerance break obviously is just, it makes sense for some people, but like, damn, you
Especially
just,
right before the holidays.
yeah, I guess COVID or not, you got no homies to smoke with, man. That's crazy.
Yep.
It is what it is, Well, for myself, Trey, my co-host on Cannabis Lifestyle TV, is by far the most generous person I know. Always makes me feel like trash when I show up to his house just with myself, and he just left and brought me 2 boxes of Rellos and a new hoodie. Just because he's that dude, man. Like, I don't know. Like, he's in the neighborhood, and he's like, what up, bro? And he just tossed it my way. I was like, damn, man. Good looking out, dude. And I have myself. I'm here. You want some coffee? Like, that's almost like an offer. So I'm trying to get creative,
Let me roll you some weed, bro.
Yeah.
I got this fine blunt for you, man.
Well, and then
I'm
he
working on
tells me to put my weed away and tosses me already a pre-rolled blunt. So I'm like, oh. All right. So I have nothing to offer you.
Can I shine your shoes?
Yeah,
bro?
like, can I give you compliments? Like, what do I have for you?
You're looking fly.
Exactly. And
So what are you
I
gonna
get
get him for Christmas
confused.
then?
Dude, that's what I was just gonna say. Confused because he's the stoner who has everything already, And as a content creator, we get a lot of random shit sent to us. So a lot of the cool novelty stuff, I feel like we already do. And as being just a blunt smoker, he's usually already got his boxes of Rellos. He's usually got the unique random ones. And buying him a bowl won't get any use. I've bought him a rig before, and it just sits. It's for looks in the corner. So I was like, what the hell do I get this guy, man? I just don't. Even like my mom, like, I get her something usually thoughtful and nice for the holidays, but she consumes cannabis as well. So I get like stocking stuffers, like papers and little things like that. But that's been forever since I've been of legal age. So I don't what do you guys recommend?
I got an idea for you, and I don't know if he already has one of these, but magical butter machine. I know he does the edible cooking, right? Is that? I don't know if does he have one or no?
No, we've got what the hell is it? The Mighty Fast Herbal Infuser. Very comparable. It's the older version.
Okay.
So we might have to look into that magical butter.
The Magic Butter Maker is a great unit. I have one,
have one?
had one, gave it to a friend of mine because he utilized it far more than I do. But talk about making butter easy. It's just put ingredients in and go, and away you go. That's a fantastic idea. Fantastic.
That's awesome. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now online. I don't have one myself, but thinking about potentially getting one to make. I do oil and butter sometimes, and I do it, I guess, the old-fashioned way, right? This is kind of the newer way to do it, but this machine does, butter, oils, tinctures. You can make soups, sauces, dressings, or even topicals, it says. So a whole bunch of different things. This machine, actually, I'm looking at their site right now, and I don't think this is going to be posted before Black Friday, but Black Friday deal, 30% off with coupon code Black Friday. And it's like $200, a little pricey here, $219.95. So not really sure if that's worth it for a lot of people.
But you got to ask yourself, though, this is going to take a lot of the back. And might I say, this is not a sponsored message.
Yeah, I was going to say, not sponsored at all. None of this video is sponsored at all. Any of the products we talk about.
It could be, though. Wink, wink. Sponsors.
It's a very simple machine. You literally just put the weed in and go. It's very simple and it's very diverse. It does do the tinctures. I never really got into the tinctures and the oils. It was far easier for butter, or far more utilized for butter. But for 200 and a little change, you are never going to need another machine.
So a lot less dishes
it's an
too,
all-in-one.
depending on how you go about it. If you're the person who's straining stuff, which you do still have to strain it, obviously, but if you're the double boiler guy, you're the one who has multiple containers to cool it, all these different things. Even you got one single unit to clean it. I'm sure this one has, just like a lot of the other units, a single button to clean the whole unit. Like you put hot water in, press it, and it just cooks it off. There's a lot of different options with these all-in-one, do-it-yourself kind of machines, but the biggest thing for me is convenience factor. If you're doing something else, you could set it and forget it for the most part. And that's definitely a huge deal.
It really is set it, forget it. It's got its little dial lights on it. Lets you know like what process it's at and what percent.
I've seen also they got like a decarbing machine too. One that's, I don't know if they fit decarbs in there as well, but they have other machines that are kind of comparable that you can just put your cannabis into and it decarbs it for you, like a little oven unit.
Mm.
Yeah, so I guess you got to ask yourself, how often do you do edibles, right? And for me, I don't really do it that often, so I don't know if it would really be worth it for someone like me. But a significant other, maybe you want to buy for your girlfriend, or your girl watching this, you want to buy for your boyfriend. If you got something to do in the kitchen together, is make edibles together. So the magical butter machine. That's my number one pick here for gifts for 420. Christmas.
That's a good idea. Yeah, that's a good idea. I would also say, if you're going to get something for somebody who's not big on toking, candles, man, candles.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And let me. I know that Chris, you had some candles too that you were referring to. I've got one that's it's a smoke odor chag. I gotta grab it.
Get that shit.
Dragon's blood.
I've seen that before.
Odor eliminator candle.
They sold that at a head shop locally here. I've seen that before.
And these are powerful. Like they smell so good. So I even if you're not a toker, or if you're getting gifts for someone who's not a toker, those are very nice, relaxing smells. So they're nothing too. You can sort from all kinds of different flavors and smells and such. I don't recommend eating candles, but great idea to help give a little bit of zest to the room, even whether or not you're a smoker or not.
That was one of the gifts that I had written down, actually. It's a product I found on Amazon. It's called Cannabolish Smoke Odor Eliminating Candle. It's a 7-ounce candle, and it's pretty cheap. $15 is currently what it is, and there's actually a coupon, extra 20% off. Actually, this is a subscribe and save. So I'm not sure if you want to reoccurring get these candles, but I guess it'll get rid of that smell. So if you know somebody who doesn't like the smell, it'll be a good gift to get them, right?
Oh,
that's a good idea. Man. Now, it'll be a little sticky as to whether or not we're able to put links to these products in the description.
Yeah, we'll have it on the website. We'll put it definitely cannabislifestyletv.com or watch CLtv.com.
For sure. And we'll make sure that we mention the full brand and title of these things, so you can YouTube them yourself or Google them yourself.
Yeah, we'll at least have the list. I mean, at the link to them, you could just copy and paste.
That's a good idea.
There you go. YouTube hates links. I don't know what the deal is. Right? Like they don't like Zelda. I don't know what's going on. But it's just,
you gotta be creative when it comes to getting around that.
Seriously though, speaking of creative, man, one thing I know Trey is into is apparel, and whether that be he's got like 6 Stone and Successful t-shirts. You can get those. CannabisLifestyleTV.com. Shameless plug. But creative, unique stuff that you can't find that someone else isn't going to wear. And for me, it's usually like YouTubers, people who have different channels that I follow, who've got cool, like Dude Grows has a bunch of different sayings and things like that for shirts, novelty kind of stuff, hats, things that are a little bit more cannabis related, obviously, but that fit his style and fit people's style like that. I know myself, I'm into unique apparel. I hate going somewhere and wearing the same shit as another person. It's embarrassing, man. So I'm looking at different stuff like that. Even designing, like I've created a hat that had his name embedded on the side. It was like Trey Strong's, and he did one for himself, of course, before I was able to get it to him. But he's got a backup.
No, that's a good way. Apparel, unique apparel. That's a great idea.
Yeah, an area where uniqueness, talking about unique apparel or unique 420 gifts. One thing I came across was Etsy. So you go on Etsy. If you guys don't know, Etsy is one of those things where people create their own things and then post them on there to be sold. So unique shirts definitely are on Etsy that are 420 style. I saw one on Etsy that was it was a neon light with a pot leaf on it. And I think you can make it customized so it has somebody's name underneath it as well. So that's a unique 420 gift. Another thing on there that I saw was unique rolling trays and then unique jewelry as well. So I know my girlfriend in particular, she makes clay earrings and necklaces. So she does that all herself, puts it in the oven and all that stuff, does that whole process. And on Etsy, there are like little pot leaf earrings made out of clay, and there are necklaces made out of clay. So it's a unique.
Yeah, that'd be a different one
for Christmas time.
I've got a friend who like hand make stuff. The Crafting Cave on Facebook. You can check her. She got a store on there. She does all sorts of custom handmade rolling trays that are real unique. Some of them probably could have copyright issues. You may worry about that, but it's really cool to see the uniqueness of it. Again, it's not something that you see at the gas station or your local head shop or. Here in America, we've got Spencer's, which probably is going to die out with all the malls. But like just a weird store with everything from like sex stuff to weed, stoner stuff to drunk. Yeah, weird shit.
Yeah, a little bit of everything.
Yeah, you know, it's weird shit. And that's where like the uniqueness of it. Etsy's a great idea, man. Totally didn't think about that.
I've also, I've got an item here from Etsy as well. A high tree smell proof stash bag with a combination lock. Airtight, tube included, water resistant, durable, shock absorbing. I'm sure we could show pictures of these on the screen. Oh, you can't see it, but a nice little stash container for somebody. These are great. I personally, I would not be able to live without a stash container. I travel with my weed everywhere, and I don't always bring a vape pen because a vape pen is, although very effective and efficient, it's not always the hoot or the dose that I'm looking for. And so I am constantly running around with. I also use a Lowell Herb Co. joint rolling box. Shout out to Lowell Herb Co. for sending me that. It's an unfoldable wooden box that essentially turns into a joint rolling tray. And you stash all your weed in there. It's got your rolling papers. It's got filters. It's an awesome piece. And as a matter of fact, it's right there. It never goes far. Never goes far.
That's slick, man.
It is a great piece. And like I said, it turns out to a nice joint rolling tray. Fantastic. So a stash container is a must for somebody on your holiday list this season.
I never even thought about that, man. I'm a stash container kind of guy, too. That's a slick one. I've seen a few of them that are really like the Louis Vuittons of the industry that try to have multiple jars and this and that, but there's no real perk that comes to it. There's nothing creative about it. So have something to unravel is pretty freaking sweet, man. I'm going to have to check that out. I'm checking it out right now.
I've seen stash jars that like, one of those more concealed ones where it's like a shaving cream container and then you undo it. Or I think there's like an Arizona can. Arizona iced tea can. You open that up and the bottom is a stash container. But no, that's pretty cool, Pigeons. I like that.
I've seen.
Yeah, this goes everywhere with you, man. In the car and like I said, it's just all magnets. And it rolls out into a wonderful tray, man. It stashes your papers. You just put the papers in the side there, and it comes with its own kind of jars that come in here, and it's got a joint roller that fits in there, all custom, handmade, absolutely incredible, beautiful piece.
Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna have to cop that. That might be the unique thing for Trey right there. Holy shit.
A beautiful piece, Lowell Herb. Good luck trying to get your hands on one. As soon as they sent it to me, they almost sold out immediately.
Wow.
So
shout out to Pigeons fucking audience, man, right there.
Right?
Get it
Right?
done. Get it done.
I whether or not it was mine, people, or just this box in particular, this is a beautiful piece.
That is true.
Great
man.
discussion piece too.
Well, like one thing, I guess that would be more brand specific, or if you like it or not, that I like in particular, that some people may have their own opinion on, is like CBD products. That may be more of a stocking stuffer, but some of the CBD products are pretty fucking expensive, man. I deal with CBD infusions is one of my favorite ones, and I just had some this morning, full spectrum. Did about like 80 milligrams. Sometimes like per day, usually do like 200 milligrams. Little excessive, but I smoke a lot. It's almost like a counteracting to keep me totally focused. I've definitely got more inflammation in my knees from jiu-jitsu lately. I've been struggling with the torn meniscus and stuff, so it's good. And the anxiety side of things. But there's so many different kinds you can get. So if somebody's not a cannabis consumer, you can get balms, you can get gummies, you can get all sorts of things that aren't going to get them stoned, that can give you some of the medicinal effects that someone would be beneficial from. I know a lot of people in the elderly community who are now turned on to that because they go to like Family Video and they're like, hey, we don't got movies, but we got CBDs. And like you go to, you know, the tanning place and like CBDs, like everywhere you go nowadays, CBDs are everywhere. And people are seeing the benefit where this isn't cannabis, you're not getting stoned. So it's more something, and you can get it in all 50 states in the US. So it's definitely a benefit for a lot of people. It just, the price varies between a lot of companies and the quality too.
Makes sense. I haven't really messed with CBD too much, but since we're on the topic of stocking stuffers, one of the other things that I had actually was from Etsy as well was a mask. So we're in the middle of pandemic. Creative mask that I saw, actually, it says there's pot leaves on it, and it says "My cough is from weed, not from Rona." So I thought that was kind of funny. And there's all different types of masks you can get, but you know, again, another quick stocking stuffer gift.
Yeah, and like novelty
bet
too, you know.
Bet you can buy a CBD mask.
Boom.
There's CBD pillowcases, there's CBD curtains, there's CBD dog beds. Like, are you shitting me? So be careful if you are going to be getting CBD items that you're not being taken for a ride.
Snake oil sometimes. You got to be careful in that sense.
It's full of it.
Yeah.
It's full
too
of
much, way too much, you know. And speaking of oil, there's another oil that people lately are getting more turned on to, especially medicinally, is terpenes. So a company we've worked with in the past, big shout out to them, True Terpenes. They've got food grade terpenes you could add into your foods, drinks, or use in a diffuser, which is pretty cool. So you've got it in your room with like essential oils, and you could literally pick specific strain ones or the terps. It's really, really cool.
Wow.
It's nice. I know people who use their viscosity to make their own carts too. It's a very clean way. So you've got terpenes.
Leave that name down below. Might even use that myself.
True Terpenes, legit, man. Really, really impressed with them.
Nice.
Very cool. Very cool. That's a great idea.
Yeah, they got like a sample thing for stocking stuffers. Perfect. You get the little sample box that has a bunch of little like 2 milliliter bottles, so you could try them out. They're really cool, man. Big shout out to them. Might have to get them as a sponsor soon. But have to hit you guys up.
Another one I got is one of those wake and bake mugs. So I thought those are pretty cool. I want one of those.
The one you can smoke out of it, shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Trey's got
It's
one
got
of
a
those.
bowl attached to it, and it's got a rush hole on the actual on the handle part. And I think there's a rush hole on the other side too, which I'm looking at the picture. It looks kind of weird, but yeah, you can just light
those
up
power
the
hits and drink
bowl,
your coffee.
take a sip of your coffee at the same time, or beer, whatever you put in there, right?
Whatever.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Dude, that's great for us coffee pounders, man. Like I'm gonna have to
there's
get
always
that.
a coffee in there.
I know. I'm just like, well, I'll take a quick little drag. Why not? Since I'm already here. It's a good idea, man.
If you continuing on the stocking stuffer idea, I myself, for maybe the bong enthusiast in your life, I've never tried these, but and for a longest time I kind of wondered what they were all about. But if you've ever enjoyed a good bong, the top of the mouthpiece always gets covered in resin.
Yeah, it's
And
sticky.
Depending on the size of your bong, I got a fair size. She's a dirty one, but she's a big top on there. And if it does,
Yeah, look how black that one is. Wow.
Yeah.
yeah, right. It's a lot of weed I'm smoking out of that one. I get those rubber or silicone bong tops. You stick them in the top, and especially with the age of the Rona, you know, you could have you could take this to your friend's house, man. Throw your bong top in your pocket and go to your buddy's house and then have some rips and just pull out your own mouthpiece. I think they're a great idea. I think it's a great idea, especially with mouthpieces that are going to leave like the resin on the inside of your lips.
Yeah.
I hate it. I hate it. But hey, throw a couple of those in the stockings, and man, I'm a happy guy. So
What about those 420 wipes too? Have you ever used those? I had some of those and then wipe the inside of the bong. That's another alternative
Oh,
to
yeah.
fixing that
It's a good
potential
idea.
problem.
Yep.
That's a real good idea.
Yep. It's a good idea.
And there's also those joint holders for the people who are blunt or joint smokers that want to have like, I know people before that have like those little stones that you can use, but now they've got like extender pieces or the funky
Oh,
field
yeah,
tips
yeah.
or all these different pieces that you can almost slide your blunt or joint into. So if you're, again, paranoid person, slide it in, slide it out, take your shit. Get away.
Okay,
Put your mask
okay,
back on,
okay.
but don't touch me.
Right.
But we're sharing blunts
See, we
because
can
we're
do
on a
this,
budget.
guys.
You know?
Right? You might grow me, bro, but we got to take it by step by step.
Exactly. I'm trying to make this last the whole season. Rotor prices.
And you know, I do have quite a few joint people in my family. Like you can buy nice little joint holders. They're like little packs. They unfold out. You put your joints inside, fold it back up. Just
nice
fits
little
in your
travel
pocket.
pieces.
Yay, tall. Yeah. Great little thing
Back
to
in the
hold your
day at
joints.
concerts and shit, you could bring it with you. Remember those?
Instead of putting weed in your cigarette packs.
Yeah, I know. I like
Yeah,
even when I
right.
quit smoking cigarettes, I'd buy like an old pack from a friend. I'd be like, I'll give you fucking $5. Like, what? I'm like, dude, throw the rest of your cigarettes out. Go buy a pack. And be like, all right. And I'd go and get like just the tubes out of it, and I'd roll thin ass little joints and put them inside of there and sneak it in. The place we'd go to would always be on my shit. One time I was filming for the place, and I brought in a jar of bud, and they were like, "What the hell are you thinking?" I was like, "It's legal." And they were like, "Get out of here, man." So I had to go sneak it in a cigarette pack. Yeah, but that's where like stash containers,
Stash
man.
kits.
Yeah, you had a
That's it,
stash
man.
container, you've been good. You know, I just didn't.
That's it.
Didn't know.
Whether you're going to concerts or whether you're going to your boys' hockey tournaments, man. I got the thing in the car, sits in the trunk or behind the front seat, so it's like I can come on, I can do my thing. You know what I mean? Keep a little. You can again little Febreze shot. They're like yay big, no bigger than like a shotgun cartridge, and you throw those in there, man, and a little of Febreze, and you're on your way. Because cologne can be a little overpowering.
Yeah,
and
it's like obvious more.
Very obvious, and it's a fresh cologne is just it just gets to me. You know, it's like it's almost an annoyance. But man, a little Febreze, get a little mango in the air, and you're laughing.
Yeah,
you're laughing.
Not bad at all. You know,
Yeah, some of the things that makes it a lot easier, like you're talking about the containers that make it easier for holding them and stuff like that. One thing that just came to mind was those debowlers. So I don't know if you guys seen those ones where it's the one I'm thinking of. It's an actual ashtray, but in the middle of the ashtray has like a spike that comes up. So you basically
Oh yeah, Trey's got one of those too.
You got
Like I
one.
said, Trey's
You got
got
one.
everything. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You got one to show? That's exactly what that's what I was thinking of. So you just flip your bowl
it's
upside
full.
down.
I'm trying not to show you all my ash inside of it. That's it. I clean the bowl out. Yeah. What did you call it? A bowler?
Debowler. I think that's the official
like
term,
that.
or maybe it's a trademarked term. One of the
Yeah, probably wouldn't doubt it.
But yeah, you just put your bowl in there and empty it out that way. I currently have a toothpick. I have a toothpick with my ashtray and just use that. But
This was
I
sent to
wanted
me.
one of those.
Yeah, this was sent to me by a subscriber, and I didn't understand what it was at first. I didn't get it, but then I was like, "Oh,
Like this is a giant gauge for my
yeah,
ear.
these are
Like what
great.
the fuck is it?
These are great. Yeah, right. It's
Just don't fall on it.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like
for
safety
sure.
hazard there, right?
yeah. She stays up nice and high.
Well, like
That's a good one. That was a good one because that was a gift I had received that I wasn't sure I was ever going to utilize. But as a Bong guy,
yeah,
what'd you call a debowler? I like that. We're gonna call it the debowler. I call it cash tray, but
Cash tray.
it's
That's
so
a good
nice.
name for it
that's
too.
slick though. Yeah,
So
that might be
95.
trademark. You know, you need to trademark that one. Make it just a little bit taller. And you're like, it's cash trays, proprietary.
yeah, right. Just another half inch.
Yeah,
bigger.
you're like this is different. It's so
Proprietary.
different. Like I have a patent pending, so back the fuck off.
Back off.
You know, there's another thing I've seen for the bowl smokers, the bong smokers, is those frost pipes, man. When I first stepped into the game of consumerism, we'll say, they were just like bricks of ice, I recall. Remember, like, I think you freeze them and it's literally like a brick of ice. And you
Got one of those too.
Yeah, isn't that the freeze pipe or that's a frost pipe?
I have the freeze pipe.
The freeze pipe is the one, I believe. Yes, so
Oh,
those.
okay. Yeah, I've seen those.
Those are cool as hell, man. I'm gonna get one of those soon. I'm not a bowl guy, but like
And it's gonna frost on us.
Yeah.
because it was been in the freeze, so it's frosting already. You can see it.
that's badass.
That's awesome.
And they got
It is-
bongs like
these are-
that too.
I've got the Bong too. Yeah. They've got a bubbler, the Bong, the freeze pipe, and the recycler. Or maybe it's not a Bong; it's called a recycler.
So is it real effective or what?
Oh yeah.
As far as like
Oh, yeah.
cooling the hit?
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
Take it a lot smoother. Like I'm old fashioned. We used to put ice in our bongs.
Yeah,
all
ice
the
catchers
time.
in so many
Still do.
bongs. They're there for a reason.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You don't have to with this. You don't have to. And not only that, when the ice melts, your bong doesn't overflow.
I like that
Yeah,
one too. Less condensation, I'm assuming. Yeah,
That's
dude.
awesome.
Only thing I think about is cleaning those. Probably a little difficult to clean.
Nope. Let me show you. These are not sponsored.
Yeah, we just enjoy these products.
But I didn't pay for these. No, there's actually a bowl that goes in here. It comes out. It's a glass bowl. It sets inside. You fill the bowl and then you use it. And when you're done, you take the bowl out. I don't have the bowl in there because it would fall out in the freezer, and then you'd light it to be frozen. But no, you take the bowl in and out, and then you just fill the bowl. And when you want to clean it, you just take the bowl out. It's got a big piece that goes out like a nice. Yeah.
Dude.
No bowl.
Impressive.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
So bowl smokers, there you go. Check that one out. There's also, if you're a clumsy bowl smoker like myself, there's those silicone pipes, silicone bongs and pipes that
I've seen those. And
Yeah.
I'm really interested.
as
in
long
how
as they
well
have a
work.
glass bowl piece on them, they're good. If they don't, if they got a
Right.
metal piece on there, I don't like them. But the ones
'Cause
that
it's
we
gonna
had,
melt?
I'd assume it would. I think the silicone is really heat resistant, but they just taste like an old metal pipe. Like and
Right.
the silicone doesn't add much to it. It kind of takes away, so it's even more. It's like yeah. But then when
Yeah.
you've got the glass piece, it's like this is nice. This is unique. The only downside is you can't see your hit. It's this thick colored object,
Right.
you know.
Right.
And it does. If you get a pink one, it feels like you got a big dildo in your hand too. So it's a little weird sometimes. Like Trey was
Teach
like
their own.
shaking it around. I was like, "Stop it!
Stop it. You're making me uncomfortable, bro.
I don't like this." But if you drop it, you're not going to break it. You may break the bowl piece, but that's going to be like $10 to replace. I've broke so many bongs. That's why I transitioned to being a complete blunt guy.
Me
is
too, man.
I break so much shit. It's
I have
pathetic.
thousands of dollars of glass that I actually paid for. Gone, smashed. I actually smashed two $400 bongs at one time. At one time, I had them on a table, like a low coffee table, and the coffee table had like shimmied its way across the floor a little bit. And I went to go close a door, and the door hit the table, and then both bongs.
Oh my god!
Painful.
Yeah, Yeah.
I'm not going to admit crying.
I broke my buddy Sherlock before, and that was it for me. I was like, all right, man, this was like one from his like uncle who passed away, and I'm like, dude, I'll replace it. He's like, you can't replace it. I'm like, fuck, all right, I'm done with glass. I'm an idiot.
Oh my!
I'm just dumb. I know, like hit the heart. I'm like, son of a bitch, I can't just replace it. Like, I know.
Yeah,
so that was
one
it for
money
me.
can't buy.
One thing though, if you are clumsy, also in the recurring side of things, they do have subscription boxes, man. I've seen a few like Hemper, Cannabox,
Daily
Munchie
High Club.
boxes. Man, there's Daily High Club. There's some that have like bowls that they'll send
Yeah,
you or
man.
a cool piece per month, and then
A nice,
papers.
beautiful glass
yeah.
piece.
Some of them are
I've
cheap
seen
and
some of
shitty.
those.
I've seen a few of them where they send it, and I'm like, what is this random China glass?
Mhm.
Others are like, wow, I can't believe that was $29, and I got all of this plus this piece alone was worth
Right.
like 50,
The piece,
60,
You'd
100.
think.
You
Yep,
know,
I've seen those.
but it's like I think those kind of things are cool when you like different stuff consistently, especially novelty things. It's just more like you gotta put that against like your Netflix and your Hulu and your other things with subscriptions, and you're like,
Yep.
well, fuck, man, this is now another bill, a recurring
Right.
bill. So
Well, you can
But
do
I
a
mean-
one time. Can you do a one time
I
purchase?
think you could do one-offs too for a little bit more money. It's
Or
just like
some of them
everything.
might-
Subscriptions are cheaper, you know.
There's a snack one you guys were talking
Yeah,
about. I
Munchie
remember.
Box. There's like
Oh,
ones
Munchie
that send
Box.
you like ones from overseas, like from different countries or different themes. They'll have, like a southern box.
That sounds exciting.
Yeah, that would be
sounds
cool.
exciting.
Where you've got different, like a Swedish box. Everything's themed from like.
I could try Funyuns.
Yeah. Oh, no Canadian Funyuns?
Ooh, there's no. I didn't even know that was a thing. I thought it was just from the fucking half baked.
Thought it was a joke. You're like, that sounds funny.
and Funyuns, man. Yeah.
Does he mean onions? What a jackass. Like,
What is a fun onion?
no, that's just something to kill us Americans. We just give us. Here you go, guys. It's tasty as shit, though.
I bet. Yeah.
Yeah, but those Munchie boxes are pretty cool, man. I got a buddy who subscribed to that, and he just tears it up, man. He always gets all sorts of weird, good chocolates and random munchies. He's like, dude, check out these potato chips, and they're like square with like curves up top. I'm like, how did they even get this shape? It's like, I don't know, man. They're from Brazil.
Square potato chips always taste good.
Yeah, I was like, they're from Brazil, so they're good. I'm like, oh, okay. Brazilian potatoes. That's right. It's interesting though, man. Like, there's a lot of different options with the subscription-based stuff or the box-based things that you can get out there. Really, just a quick search on Google of 420 boxes or stoner boxes. You can find a ton of different options. And look at the
I've never done
reviews,
one.
especially, because sometimes you'll see like they show all these awesome boxes and then some suck ass. So you got to be careful with that. Yeah, I mean,
Not bad. I was good. If you even just doing what we've talked about over the last say 30, 40 minutes, I've already come up with at least 3 items for the people in my family. This was a great idea. I hope that we've been able to kind of touch on everyone. We did the non-smoker, we did the smoker, we did the toker, we did the joint smoker. You know what I mean? The
Yeah,
bong
pretty much
toker.
every level of consumer or non-consumer. You know,
I think especially now with COVID and the fact that we're probably, well, I don't know about anywhere else in the world, but we won't be going very far for Christmas. There will not be any stores open probably. Like we have, everything is shut down right now for the next 4 weeks. So if that opens up, it'll get us like the week before Christmas, and we're gonna be ordering a lot of things offline.
yeah,
So we're hoping that, you know, if we start now, a lot of this stuff can be here before Christmas. But the reality is we're not going to be able to go to the box stores and purchase a lot of these things anymore. We're going to have to do this from online. So
weirdly enough, the
hopefully
U.S. we're open for. I mean, we're closed, but all the stores, or big box stores, are all open and shit. Like capacity limits for the most part, but a lot of the stores are open. But really, everything we listed off, unless you find a unique head shop locally or a unique vendor, so to speak, pretty much online is where you're going to find almost all this stuff, and the best prices, the most options. Like, and really, when it comes to Etsy or unique things like that, you can only get that online. So it's
Right.
like, Rona or not, I'd get on it quick. Black Friday is going to sell a lot of people out. I know that. Like, obviously, this is going to be post Black Friday. It might drop a little mini clip. Hopefully, we'll see. We'll see how the editor does. But the main thing is like, the holiday season's coming, and there's so many options. But there's so many people looking at these options too. So jump on it quick. If we can get some discount codes, I'll drop them in the comment section. Working towards that, obviously. Sponsors, if you see this, come through. You know?
And if you're out buying stuff online, make sure you buy it ASAP. I actually was just at the post office yesterday, and I did a 2-day shipping from Vegas to Austin. And they said, oh, yeah, it'll be there on Saturday. Which is like today, right now, we're recording this on Tuesday. Yesterday was Monday. So 2-day shipping, they're jammed when
Still
it
not
comes
there.
to shipping. So expect delays and
Yeah,
order
especially
your
for
stuff soon. So it
holidays, man,
gets
yeah.
here before Christmas, you know?
Smart. Good thinking. Good thinking. Think
Good
ahead.
idea. Good idea. Good show today, guys.
Yeah, I think
Well
that
done.
covers it.
Happy holidays. Happy holidays to everyone out there. You know, we want to thank you for tuning in when you could be spending time somewhere else. Thank you guys for listening to us. We hope we helped you guys just a little bit when it comes to helping you, maybe, you know, getting something for your partner or for your friend. I know it's going to be a little bit easier for myself.
Yeah,
after
for
this.
sure. I appreciate it, guys. I was definitely at a loss. Everything, like all the cool shit I listed was like, Trey already has that. Trey already has this. Trey already has that. So now I know I'm going to look for that stash box. That's what I'm getting. Hopefully, I'll find
Hell
maybe
yeah,
a
man.
comparable one, or maybe not a knockoff.
Well, Etsy was had some of the other ones. It wasn't a hand wooden one, but some nice stuff. Nice stash box.
Yeah, well, speaking of stash, you know, from the stash, we appreciate everybody watching this episode. Obviously, this is Rob from Cannabis Lifestyle TV, Chris, a.k.a. Mr. Grow It, Pigeons 420, and we'll see y'all next week. Stay lifted.